Tell us a little bit about Transition Sarasota.
It's part of an international movement, an international transition movement that started in the UK about 6 years ago, and it's about creating more resilient and self-reliant local communities, and a lot of that has to do with food. Food's really the foundation of our society, of our economy, of our culture.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, everything centralizes around.
How did that turn into Eat Local?
Well, I was working, before I moved back here to Sarasota, I was working with what was the first official transition initiative in North America out in Boulder, Colorado, Transition Colorado. And we've been kind of following in their footsteps. They started Eat Local Resource Guide and Directory, Eat Local Week, 10% Food Shift. So a lot of that I found I could just adapt over to here. And this is our second year, and it's grown greatly in that time.
It's doing awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Any questions?
So what are the different things that you're trying to accomplish with this program?
Well, trying to bring all the diverse strands of the local food movement together, because there's lots of us that are doing things in different ways, as writers, as farmers, as restaurants, nonprofit organizations, et cetera, but it's rare that they all come together. So that's what we're trying to do with Eat Local Week, and create a bigger platform for local food and farming. To really put it out in the community as a kind of priority conversation, that we really need to be talking more about this. I mean, there's, some of us, the people that we often relate with are the people that care about this stuff already. So we can kind of forget that there's a lot of people out there who aren't paying attention, and we want to reach beyond the choir and connect with some of those folks as well.
Do you have a place that you have a favorite Eat Local spot?
Well, probably my kitchen.
That's our
that's
right
right
too. Yeah, absolutely. I think we should turn it into Eat Local 52 weeks of the year. Is what our long-term goal together should be.
Well, that is the goal, and I think we're definitely moving in that direction. I talk a lot about a renaissance of local food and farming that's happening here. We have over 200 listings on our Eat Local Resource Guide and Directory in Sarasota, Manatee, Charlotte, and DeSoto County, and I think half of those businesses weren't around even 5 years ago. So it's really growing by leaps and bounds. We still have a long way to go, obviously, but this is really encouraging.
If people want to find out more, where should they go?
Well, I guess two places. TransitionSarasota.org is our main website, but we also have our Eat Local Resource Guide and Directory online at eatlocalsarasota.com. Yeah.
So Transition Sarasota, you were saying that there's transition programs all over North America.
All over the world.
All over the world. And so then what else does Transition Sarasota do other than host Eat Local?
Well, most of our projects right now have been around food. So we started out with something called the Suncoast Gleaning Project, where we harvest surplus produce from local farms for, in this case, All Faiths Food Bank. We've harvested over 62,000 pounds of organic produce in the last 2 seasons for All Faiths, and we go out pretty much every week. We do the Eat Local Week, the Eat Local Resource Guide, the 10% Food Shift, and then we do a number of other educational programs, leadership training, that sort of thing. We're hoping this fall to launch a time bank, which is a form of alternative currency that can help bring underutilized, undervalued skills and talents into the economy.
What inspired this in you? I mean, a lot of things start when you're a kid, in the home. What really inspired this to be such a major part of your life?
I don't know. I really don't know where I got it from exactly. There was an Outward Bound trip back when I was 16 years old that really changed my life, and I guess kind of set me on this track. So if I was to kind of trace it back to anything, it might be that experience. And I think I've read that a lot of environmental leaders in the United States trace their passion and enthusiasm for the cause back to some powerful experience in the wilderness.
Yeah, probably things like Joel. Joel's speech is pretty powerful. Yeah. Thank you for getting him here.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. John from the Suncoast Food Alliance showed up at one of our Eat Local Week planning meetings probably 5 months ago now and said, hey, it looks like we might be able to get Joel Salatin to come down. And I said,
Bring it.
definitely, we'll make that work.
Yeah, we'll think about it and call
figure
you
it
back.
out, yeah.
We're going to go ahead and call you back on that.
I think John's next project is to see if we can get Michael Pollan down here.
Oh, snap.
So we'll just keep
do it.
growing this
Let's
thing.
do it.
Yeah. We'll help.
Kidnap.
We're
not under
I
anybody's
do mean
ties.
kidnap. Is
Yeah.
what I meant.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
You can put that on camera. It's fine.
Maybe we won't have to do that.
We're coming for you, Michael Pollan. You better
coming for
watch
you.
out. Thanks, Don. You have any other
Thank you
questions?
so much.
That's great. Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you.